What's up, guys? Welcome to Season 4, Episode 9 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me, as always, is Jmack Gaming.
Refreshing. You know what this is, Chad? Besides Aquafina?
It's a bottle of water.
This is the month of February.
Oh.
And I won it.
Nice.
When No Way Out beat Super Raw.
Well, this is this upcoming month in my mug, and I'm drinking it now, so... So get ready.
All right, great work on fiber. Thanks, John. Thanks.
Justin just getting work emails.
Thanks. Yeah, right. I mean, I've been kind of neglecting work a little bit because of this move, and getting it last second. I'm still not done with
But
work
still
today.
making time for you fans.
Yeah.
This man, what an artist.
Ow! It's getting a little raw.
If you ever disrespect me again.
Hey, Chad, we start off tonight with a pre-show match.
Jackie Gator.
Jackie Gator has arrived in this universe. She's a tough enough superstar. No trademark or no relation to the WCW tough enough gimmick. Jackie Gator came to our company this last month. She debuted, she graduated, and we wanted to see what she could do. She got a 38, which is probably better than Trish Stratus in WCW. So who's better?
But watch your tongue.
Watch your tongue. Toshimatsu wins in 10:02. Chad, you talk about this next match while I finish this text message.
Yeah, for sure. So the next this is an angle with Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, and Mike Tyson, and they basically come down to the ring, and they talk about WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar, he talks about his big upcoming bout with Shawn Stasiak, and Brock, he doesn't sweat Shawn Stasiak because Brock is going to do to him what he's done with everybody in this industry, which is kill them.
Yeah, he's just going to eat them up.
Yeah,
he's going to separate. He's gonna kill Shawn Stasiak. He's gonna finish the job.
Yeah.
Something he should have done at SummerSlam. He said.
Yeah. I think he said something like, "Shawn, I showed you remorse the first time we faced. I will not the second time."
It's true. It's true. We move on. This was a match I was talking about, Chad.
Okay.
Ray LePon defeating Steve Blackman in 10:07 by pinfall. What a match, Chad.
Yeah, what match?
What a match. What do you know about? Start the show.
So Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, and Mike Tyson had that chilling message in the pre-show.
we start the show with an injured, a battered, a beaten PJ Black, Chad, because he stepped in to the Elimination Chamber, not by his choice, by whoever is sending mysterious letters.
Yeah.
We still don't know who that is. He had to defend his Intercontinental Championship, even though he's the so-called owner, in the Elimination Chamber. And then Masawa attacked him after, PJ Black eliminated him for the Royal Rumble. And he came into the chamber hurt. He's down bad, Chad. He's down bad. And he comes out. And he makes his way down to he's on the entrance ramp. And he's really hurt. And he says, "I'm still alive." And the fans boo. And someone threw a banana at him.
Oh, like Mario Kart.
Yeah, we're here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, and they're not nice people. They're booing. They're booing him. The last time we had
a bit of America.
The last time. I don't remember what I was talking about.
The last time?
I don't know. I had a joke and it's gone. But PJ Black, he catches the banana and throws it back at him.
Oh, good.
Yeah. We had to find PJ Black for that after the show. You can't attack. Can't attack the fans. And he said, "There's no one that can kill me, Masawa. You think you're the final boss of professional wrestling? I just went through hell. I went through the Elimination Chamber with 5 other men, and I came out. I may not be champion. I may have lost first, but I did not lose my dignity and my life, actually." And so he says no one can kill him, Chad. No one. Masawa, and then music hits. And then a locker room door opens and someone comes out and the fans are losing it. And he's flanked by 6 policemen. It's Cleveland's finest. Dun, dun, And the fans are. It's like Beatlemania out there. Girls are fainting. Dudes are ripping their shirt off like Hulk Hogan. Dum, dum, boom, and the people know, and they start chanting. Dum, dum, boom, boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. And PJ Black, I think, shit himself at this point, and he turns around, and the WCW Universal Champion Goldberg is standing on Monday Night Raw, and PJ Black is like, "Oh no!" And Goldberg just looks at him, and yeah, you can audibly hear, "You're next," and spears PJ Black.
Oh.
Unbelievable. What the hell's Goldberg doing here?
Universal Champion.
What the hell's the WCW Universal Champion doing here, Chad? To start the show. What is more importantly, what's WCW gonna have to say about it?
Oh no.
They're not gonna know. They're gonna know by the second segment of the show that this happened. They're gonna start Nitro off thinking they have a Universal Champion, and then they're gonna go to commercial and come back. Oh, fucking Goldberg, little shitbag. He didn't come out with the belt. I think we made a decision to not do that. At least I did. Yeah, Goldberg's here, Chad.
Goldberg.
What the fuck's Goldberg doing here?
Well, maybe they would know that he was there then, because the Universal Championship was at
Maybe he just left it at
Ted
home.
DiBiase's desk.
We start the show off, though, with Ace Steel defeating Stevie Richards. Here, Chad. Stevie Richards, the former WCW wrestling member, and Ace Steel, who basically killed CM Punk last night in a Chicago street fight. Ace Steel he defeats Steven Richards in 1502 with a steel spike. A big match right here, Chad. 81. Ace Steel 69 or 89. Stevie Richards 65.
Nice.
He also debuted his Putz gimmick. Got a poor rating. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ace Steel. What do you know about Ace Steel, Chad?
I know he murdered CM Punk.
We move on.
He likes to throw chairs at people.
We move on. Backstage, the three women here, Miyazaki, Satomura, and Umatsu. I still don't have a name for him, Chad. Do you have a name for him? Damage Control. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Are they called the Papa John's?
I don't think they are.
I don't know. I don't hate that.
I do.
Well, it's not. They're called Queens of the Ring.
Oh, I hate that too.
Why? What about the front bottoms?
I like the front bottoms.
No.
The front bottoms.
They said, they've taken over the last few minutes. They've made China's life hell.
They're the game changers.
They're the game changers. Yeah, the game changers. What about the Finest?
Or like the Finest.
What about Dynamite?
That's already a team.
Dynamo.
What
about Swerve in Our Glory?
Oh, that's a good one.
The Acclaimed are here.
The Acclaimed are here.
And they said they had a higher power the whole time.
Ooh.
They had a higher power calling the shots from across the pond, per se, in the wrestling business. Not across the pond in UK or anything, but across the pond in a different company. And tonight they're going to debut her. She's here.
Oh, no.
She's here, Chad. And she's right here. It's Lita.
Oh, Lita!
What's Lita doing here, Chad? And Lita goes down the ring. She's going to fight someone tonight. She's going to take on Aja Kong. And they don't click. And that stinks. So a good start for Lita.
Good debut for Lita.
Awesome start. And they don't have pre-show. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's move on. Kurt Angle's here, and he's pissed off, Chad. We are shown earlier tonight where Kurt Angle busts to the door. He kicks down the doors of the Quicken Loans Arena, Chad.
Yeah, he does.
And, and then he says he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. I don't either. He hits the gym. That's what this is. I forgot to book another fucking angle for him. We move on. Teddy Hart and Frankie Kazarian, two members of Kings of the Mountain, take on Burger Cade.
Ooh.
And Subpar Wrestling, non-existent crowd here. Teddy Hart and Frankie Kazarian defeat Burger Cade in 1509 when Teddy Hart beats Lance Cade with an open heart surgery. Chad, how do you feel about Teddy Hart? I didn't book Chad.
He's not a pre-show worker anymore.
No, he's not. He also beat you at the pay-per-view.
He did beat me at the pay-per-view.
How do you...
He's a rat. He's a rat bastard.
Yeah, I just remembered. I forgot to book Chad and Fig this Raw, so not a good start for me. Yeah. Kevin Kelly asks Sean Stasiak about how he feels about going into WrestleMania. He's getting his big revenge match against Brock Lesnar.
I heard what you said about me in the pre-show.
And
you know what, Brock? You're right. You should have finished the job, but you didn't. And you want to know why you didn't, Brock? But because behind Mike Tyson, behind Randy Orton, you're nothing more than a little bitch. And Brock, here's the difference between you and me. For one, I've got the body of a god.
Yeah.
And two, I've got the mind and the killer instinct of a bad man. And at WrestleMania, Brock, you won't be able to finish the job because I'm gonna finish the job all those years ago. And I'm gonna take back my WWF championship. And it's gonna look pretty damn good around the sexiest waist of professional wrestling.
oh, the sexiest waist. The shaman is sexy. Kishi takes on Joey Matthews here today, Chad.
Oh, Firehouse.
Kishi defeats Joey Matthews with a big splash, and then after the match, looks at Joey Matthews, and they have a little moment right here.
Oh, they kiss?
And Joey Matthews hugs Kishi.
Oh, and they kiss.
And then they kiss. We move on. Co-main event of the night. Bryan Danielson and Dean Malenko defeat the Basham brothers here in 16-11 when Bryan Danielson pins Danny Basham with a cattle mutilation. During the match, Nick Gage came out with the Boston Combat Club and then left. Where'd he go? We find out because they're screaming in the back. We can hear it from in the ring, and we get a camera on the screen, and Nick Gage is stabbing Edge, Christian, and Lexi Fife with a fork.
Oh, Jesus.
What the hell? This lunatic. This guy reminds me of Butch, but rated R. Nick Gage stabbing everyone in the back, Chad.
Wow.
How do you feel about that?
Hi. Someone called police.
We move on, and Triple H is in the ring, and he's gloating about winning the Intercontinental Championship, Chad. He says this is what he was born to do. Someone says that, and he says he's going to elevate this to being more important than the World Championship. It might be a low mid-card. It's because the people before him held it weren't as good, as over, as powerful, as talented as Triple H. And then a crippled and beaten down PJ Black crawls out, Chad.
Oh.
He says, I want my rematch. And he goes out there, Chad. And he's walking. He's not crawling. But he's definitely battered and bruised tonight, Chad.
Kicked by Goldberg.
And
the turncoat.
And he comes out and he challenges Triple H. Triple H laughs. He's like, do you really want to do this, PJ Black? And PJ's like, suck it. And they have a match here, Chad.
Ooh.
And Triple H defeats him. PJ Black just would not die.
He would not die.
And this match lasts 19 minutes, and Triple H beats him with a pedigree here.
Oh.
That makes this defense number 1 of the Intercontinental Championship.
Intercontinental title.
And Triple H leaves. PJ Black's just out cold. And then, Triple H leaves, and he celebrates on the ramp. And then Masawa comes back out. And Tiger Driver's PJ Black.
Oh, poor PJ Black.
And Cornette's like,
bad night to be him.
You want to talk about not being able to survive? I told you, PJ Black, you will not make it to see my client, the final boss of professional wrestling, Masawa, at WrestleMania. But if you do, that'll be the dumbest thing you ever do. And you married the boss's daughter. And that's how we end the show, Chad. With Cornette yelling about the boss's daughter. It got a 94.
94.
A beatable show.
That's going to be tough to beat, but, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the day we do it.
Maybe.
We'll have to see.
We'll see you for Friday Night SmackDown. Yeah. And WCW Nitro, where Chad now has to address Goldberg leaving. What the fuck?
Yeah, that ain't good.
You didn't see that one coming, did you?
I did. And Justin, we are here at Nitro. We are running in somewhere in Canada.
We have the Alumni Stadium in Guelph, Ontario, Canada, Chad.
Yes, correct. I do.
Tell me anything about Guelph.
It's where Nitro's running tonight.
Tell me anything else about Guelph.
I can't.
What do you know about the Guelph Storm, Chad?
I don't know anything about that.
A junior hockey team in the OHL.
Oh, nice.
That's where Nick Suzuki last played, I think. That's where he was at.
Nice. Is he related to Minoru Suzuki?
No.
Is that a no? Okay.
No.
That's a no.
No, but he's related to Ryan Suzuki, his younger brother, playing for the Carolina Hurricanes.
Nice. Well, we're just going to jump right into it. Sounds good?
Yeah.
So we start out, Bret the Hitman Hart. He is the reigning defending world heavyweight champion. He beat Samoa Joe in an Iron Man match, and he comes out here to greet the fans here in Canada. He says,
Oh, yeah, because we're in Canada.
It feels so good to be back here in my home in Canada. And everyone's like, we love you, Bret. Yeah, let's go, Bret. Let's go, Bret. And he said, and I want to say a big thank you to Samoa Joe, who took me to my very limits at the pay-per-view. He took me to the very limited Super Brawl, but at the end of the day, the Hitman, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, held his championship high. And there's nothing I love more than being your champion. And there's nothing I love more than representing the greatest wrestling company in the world.
Okay.
And speaking of being the best wrestling company in the world, our next show is Rising Sun. And that is when we go to Japan to put on a show
and we bury all their
for all of our Japanese fans around the world. And I am looking forward to walking into that pay-per-view as champion. Now, I don't know who I'm wrestling yet. I don't know who my match is going to be. But I'll tell you one thing. I want to face the very best. I want to be the best champion in the history of professional wrestling. So let me just say this. Whoever I'm wrestling, I don't care who it is. It could be somebody from this company, somebody from any other company. Hell, it could be the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. I don't care who it is. Let it be known, Bret the Hitman Hart will beat them and represent WCW for each and every single one of you fans watching here and around the world. And everyone is popping. Bret Hart, big baby face. And he says, so Rising Sun and all of our fans in Japan, I hope you're ready, because WCW, we're coming, and we're going to give you the best show possible that weekend. And everyone's losing it, Justin.
Yeah.
And we go to our first match of the night, a 6-man tag. Oh. Listen, the FBI, they've been struggling, so they thought, what if we go get some help? What if we go get a friend? So they went and got their buddy Tony Mamaluke, Justin.
Big Tony Mamaluke.
And about that subpar wrestling and nods in the crowd, Tony Mamaluke and the FBI defeated Johnny B. Bad and Redacted. When, Tony Mamaluke pinned Johnny B. Bad.
A big pin.
Yeah. So, there we go. The FBI getting their first win as a trio, Justin.
There we go. Zamboli stinks.
And we have here, we're in the ring, Kidman. He shows up and he looks confused. He looks panicked, and he says, well, I wish we could have found out in other ways. I wish we didn't have to watch it on TV. But yes, for everyone in attendance, if you haven't heard, Goldberg is no longer here in WCW. Yes, he showed up on another show. And we're not going to give that show any more publicity, but yes, Goldberg is not here. And then that does lead to some questions, but don't worry, because your WCW commissioner, Billy Kidman, has the answers. I have here, and he opens up a briefcase, and he's holding, I have here the WCW Universal Championship.
Put a belt in his suitcase?
Because Goldberg may have left, but he did not leave with this belt. And this belt deserves a champion. And this belt deserves a champion that's going to be here for the long haul. A champion that's not going to abandon the fans like Bill Goldberg did. A champion who knows who made him who he is. A company... This championship deserves to be held by a champion who holds himself like a champion, not who leaves when the second something happens that he doesn't agree with. And that's why I've scrambled and I've put together the WCW Tournament of Champions. It's going to be a massive tournament. We are going to have participants from Nitro, from Thunder. We're going to have the Cruiserweight Classic involved in the Cruiserweight side of the bracket. And I've just got into contact with All Japan and New Japan, and they're going to have a Battle of the Brands style tournament on their end, and the four winners of those brackets will face each other in a four-way at Rising Sun to determine the new Universal Champion. And I think it's time I bring in the participants in the Nitro side of this bracket. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you former WCW World Heavyweight Champion and multiple-time Tag Team Champion Kevin Nash. And Kevin Nash, he comes out to the ring.
Wow. Kevin Nash qualifying.
He says, the first ever Universal Champion in history, a multiple-time world champion, a former cruiserweight champion, TV champion, and a man who calls himself the face of the company. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Chris Jericho. And Chris Jericho comes out. He says, I give you another former Universal Champion, a former television champion, a man who also beat Hulk Hogan at a Starrcade. I give you Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe shows up. He says, and speaking of Hulk Hogan, you talk about champions in this company, and there is no bigger champion that we've ever had. The man who has been the face of professional wrestling since he got here. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan, he shows up, Justin. And he says, and I give you two members who are known for being one of the most successful tag teams in this company's history, but are entering this company or this tournament as singles competitors. I give you Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley. And the Dudleys show up, Justin. He says, and last of our announced competitors, I give you a multiple world champion, both in this company and outside of other companies. I give you the Heartbreak Kid, the man who calls himself the biggest free agent signing in professional wrestling, Shawn Michaels. And Shawn Michaels, he comes out and he says, now, man, I know what you're thinking. You're looking at you and you're saying that's an odd number. And Hulk Hogan says, Billy Kidman, brother, first of all, I want to say what a tremendous idea you have here, brother. And I already know what's going on, Jack. You're giving one of us a first round bye, brother. That's why there's an odd number here. And brother, I have to say, I am flattered that you're giving Hulk Hogan the first round bye. I appreciate that. But listen, brother, I am a competitor, Jack. And out of all these people in this ring, I got something to prove, brother, because everyone keeps asking if Hulk Hogan can hang, and Hulk Hogan's going to show you that I can hang, Billy Kidman. I insist, brother, you take me off that bye week because I want to compete, and I want to compete tonight against any one of these other brothers in this tournament. And Kidman laughs and he says, Hulk, I admire your fighting spirit, but no one has a bye week. No one's getting a bye. You're all champions, and I expect you to compete in this tournament. We have another competitor who's competing in this tournament for the Nitro side, but they are going to be revealed later tonight in the main event tonight. And Hulk Hogan, since you so desperately want to compete, I can't think of anybody else to be the first opponent to our surprise entrant in this tournament. And Hulk Hogan says, brother, I don't care who it is, Jack. You put him in my way, and I'll knock him down, brother. And he says, well, Hulk, I'm happy to hear that, because tonight you are going to face off in the main event against that competitor. But we are going to have first-round matchups all tonight to determine the first round of this bracket. And we are going to have our first one right here, right now. We are going to have Kevin Nash taking on Devon Dudley in the first tournament match right here next. Justin, who do you got, Kevin Nash or Devon Dudley?
Devon Dudley.
You're going to say Devon Dudley?
Yeah, Kevin Nash stinks, and you know that.
And in a decent match, Devon Dudley defeated Kevin Nash with a Dudley death drop. Justin, Devon Dudley is the first man to qualify for the second round of the WCW Universal Championship Tournament of Champions.
That's fair.
This is an upset.
No, and I'll tell you why. We have exclusively and extensively looked at Kevin Nash's win-loss over the last year and a half, and it's not an upset. Yeah. In name value, maybe. In terms of how he's presented in booking terms and booking-wise, no, not at all. No. I could beat Kevin Nash at this point. He's won 5 matches last year. Well,
Devon Dudley, Justin, he qualifies to the next round of the tournament. And we have here, Justin, the Wild Boys are in the ring, and Ken Anderson says, if you didn't watch Super Brawl, then you missed the 3 of us taking on the Hollies and Fit Finlay in a 6-man beatdown. And the beatdown is going to continue tonight because my friend Dave Batista wants to fight, and he wants to fight another one of those friend groups of Fit Finlay, one of those old washed up has-beens who are afraid to pass on the torch and get out of our way. So that's why tonight, anybody who wants to defend the golden age of professional wrestling, come down here so my friend Dave Batista can powerbomb you straight down to in the middle of this ring and pin you 1, 2, 3 and show why the Wild Boys are the greatest trio in professional wrestling and the future of this company. And Justin, Jim Duggan answers the call. And then about that Did Much Heat Terrible Wrestling, Dave Batista defeated Jim Duggan in a 4 minutes and 16-second beatdown. It could have ended way sooner, but Dave Bautista just wanted to keep the punishment going.
Oh.
And he beat Jim Duggan with a sit-down powerbomb.
There you go.
So, Jim Duggan's back, Justin. Former U.S. champion. Why was he not in the Tournament of Champions?
Yeah, why was he not, Chad?
Former champion. We have here, Justin, we have another first-round matchup, Chris Jericho versus Bubba Ray Dudley. And then about that superb wrestling great heat, Chris Jericho defeated Bubba Ray Dudley with a lion tamer.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
You want to hear it off screen or do you want to hear it on screen?
You can say it on screen.
Okay. You always handicap yourself with match ratings.
Yeah.
Is because when you have matches under 15 minutes, no matter how good they are, they will cap at 90.
Okay.
So that I just want to give you, if you.
Well, a lot of it was because this was longer, but I had to shorten some things for time. So.
Maybe it's time to move Nitro longer.
Maybe do a 3-hour Nitro.
So I do 2.5 hours for Raw and SmackDown.
Interesting. Yeah, maybe we do that. But regardless, Chris Jericho advances to the next round of the tournament.
Just giving you help to try to beat me because I'm tired of just watching these great 95, 96 matches cap at 90 because it's a 12-minute
Yeah,
match.
for sure. Yeah, maybe we'll make it longer.
Yeah.
And our next segment, Hulk Hogan is backstage with Chase Tatum, and Hulk Hogan.
Chase Tatum's not in the tournament.
He's not a champion.
I know.
Hulk Hogan and Chase Tatum. Chase says, "Hey Hulk, listen,
been.
I just want to say, good luck tonight in your tournament. And listen, we're a tag team, and I appreciate everything you've done for me. You're like a father to me, Hulk, and I'll be in your corner ringside, cheering you on, and I'll be there to watch the match." And Hulk says, "Chase, brother, listen, no disrespect, but I am a multiple-time world champion. Every place I've went, brother, I've been the man. Chase, you've got that potential, brother, but you're not on that level yet. And until you are, Chase Tatum, brother, no offense, but this match is bigger than us as a tag team. This is an opportunity for me, brother, to win another world champion and show that I still got it, brother, and I can't risk anything going wrong. So, Chase, I appreciate it, brother. You're my boy, and I love you, but I need you to watch this match from backstage, brother. And don't worry, though. Take notes, because I'll show you what to do, and I'll show you how a champion holds himself in the ring. And the next time you have a shot at that world championship, brother, you'll win. And all you gotta do is just take notes and watch Hulk Hogan go to work." And Hulk Hogan leaves, and Chase Tatum just sits there in the middle of the locker room, kind of like, was that disrespectful?
That was pretty shitty.
That was pretty disrespectful, right?
Pretty shitty.
Yeah. Well, that's Hulk Hogan for you.
Yeah.
And we got a fatal four-way match to determine the number one contender for Debbie Malenko at Rising Sun.
Oh, Toyota Dolan Malenko again.
And in about that subpar wrestling in Little Heat, Manami Toyota defeated Jacqueline Moore, Trish Stratus, and Beth Phoenix when Manami Toyota pinned Jacqueline Moore with an Ocean Queen B-bomb.
Bro, why did you just run Toyota Malenko at the pay-per-view and then said, I'm going to run it back for no reason?
Because it was so good, we wanted to see it again. And now Manami Toyota, in her home country, defending, faces Debbie Malenko.
Drug addict.
We punished her. She's back now. But we're backstage, and Bubba and Devon are hanging out, and Stacy Keibler shows up, and she says, "I watched both of your matches, and I gotta say, I'm very impressed with your performance." And Bubba, he's just like, "Hey, I mean, yeah, I didn't get Jericho, but the next time we get in the ring, I'll show him what's up." And she says, "No, not you. You lost." And then she goes over to Devon and she says, "Devon, I'm very impressed with your win. You beat a WCW legend, and I'm proud of you. And I'll be watching your next match, and I'll be rooting for you." Justin, is there love in the air between Stacy Keibler and Devon Dudley?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, our next match, Justin. Samoa Joe versus Shawn Michaels. They don't click, and that's unfortunate. But then about that great heat and good wrestling,
wow.
Shawn Michaels defeated Samoa Joe with sweet chin music.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a rough one.
Samoa Joe, first round exit.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
He just took Bret Hart to the limit.
Yeah, well, maybe he's still feeling the effects of his Iron Man match.
Yeah, that could be yeah, that's true.
Yeah, maybe. But nonetheless, Shawn Michaels advances to the next round of the tournament.
Yes, he does.
And Hulk Hogan gets in the ring. He's got his iconic immortal entrance. He shows up and he says, "Let me tell you something, brother. I don't know who you are. I don't know who this final entrant in this tournament is, brother, but it doesn't matter because I've been the best professional wrestler in the world my whole life, and nothing's changing now, brother. So come down to the ring because I think it doesn't matter what you think." Crowd pops. "If you smell now. And The Rock is here, Justin.
You didn't even give him promo
The
time.
Rock is here. He comes down to the ring. Big pop for the fans. He shows up, and in an exceptional match, The Rock defeats Hulk Hogan in 12:47 by submission, and The Rock advances to the next round of the tournament.
The Rock taking a fucking stumble here.
Yeah, well, he had a 90. Hulk Hogan suffered, but
Also his gimmick.
that's okay. That's okay.
Awful gimmick.
Awful gimmick. Well,
That will deteriorate in-ring performance.
we'll have to tweak his gimmick.
Yep.
So
Just giving you.
I appreciate that. Well, we'll do that off screen.
Yeah.
But regardless, guys, The Rock is. We saw Goldberg and we raised you, The Rock.
That is
The
fair.
Rock is in WCW, and he's here to put the rest of the company on notice. And we get an 88.
Maybe The Rock wasn't the game changer I thought he would be.
Well, maybe he is. You know, maybe it was just Hulk Hogan.
It looks like we beat The Rock. It looks like you chose the wrong team, Dwayne. Yeah, I think in the negotiation things, I just offered him less money, and I don't know what I was thinking. I had money to spend, and Chad doesn't, and I could have just outbid him, and I didn't for some dumb reason.
But The Rock is here, and he advances to the next round of the tournament.
True. Who does he take on next week?
He takes on, I believe, Shawn Michaels in the tournament.
Shawn in the semis?
Yeah.
Quarters, basically?
Yeah.
Damn. That means Devon Dudley and Jericho would be the other match. You already said it. You can't change it.
That does sound correct. Yeah.
Oh man, that means there's gonna be Devon and The Rock in the main. welcome to WCW. First big match will be Devon Dudley. I'm going back, brother.
But yeah, that was Nitro, Justin. Big debut tonight. The Rock is here.
Yeah. Welcome to March, brother.
So.
Yeah, that's how March is.
But what does this mean for the landscape of both companies, and what does this mean for the Universal Championship of Tournaments of Champions? We will have to see, but stay tuned because SmackDown and Thunder are next.
All right.
And we are here on SmackDown. Justin, we are coming off of two shows that had two big debuts.
Yes.
Goldberg and The Rock have switched sides. And, Justin, now we're at SmackDown. Will this SmackDown have surprises?
No.
I guess we will have to... Oh, well.
No, I will.
Okay, never mind. We'll
Sorry.
have to wait and see.
That was my big surprise. Well, Lena's a big surprise.
It is a big surprise.
So why'd you only say two big surprises?
You're right. We also had Tony Mamaluke. So, two big surprises on both ends of the spectrum.
Tony Mamaluke.
Why'd you say it like that?
Let's start the show. Oh my God.
Wow.
What the fuck's this doing on the pre-show?
Yeah, I'm happy it's on the pre-show. Keep that up. Hey, look, two former WCW guys.
Wow, this did a lot better than I thought, Chad.
Yeah, you should really put this on the actual show.
This is one of the better.
They made you pay for it.
Well, maybe we run it again next week. Actually, you know what? We're running it again next week.
Oh, cool. Well,
Daniels needed an opponent next week anyway. Daniels defeating Scotty 2 Hotty in a pre-show match, Chad.
but what's the story? Why would they have a rematch other than it's just good? Sky already lost. Why would you run it back?
You gotta find out next week. You actually have to find out in a couple
That's
segments.
such a Chad
You
response.
gotta find out in a couple segments. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I had Daniels in a match because he has a qualifying match next week.
Ooh.
And if they had a good match here, give Scotty 2 Hotty the chance to qualify for the King of the Mountain match.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't run it again. Chad, we start off a Friday Night SmackDown with a replay, a showcase, a look back, a flashback, a tit up, a boob down.
Whoa.
Of
Tits up. What's that?
Tits up. Of Friday, or of No Way Out, where Stone Cold and The Undertaker defeated Mick Foley and his teammate at the pay-per-view. We don't talk about that guy anymore.
We don't talk about him. Dwayne.
and then how they looked at each other, and then Taker tombstoned him at the end of the show, and that's this promo, Chad.
Oh.
It's this promo, and Austin calls him out, because then we flash back to the ring. Austin comes out. That was the worst Austin thing. I got shot in mine, and you had glass break. Ah!
Who tried to kill Steve Austin? What?
I'm just gonna skip a beat around the bush. Taker, what? Get your ass out here. Taker does not come out. That's what I thought, you big pussy. What?
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 We're in the rattlesnake country. We're in Texas, San Antonio, to be exact. What?
What?
What the fuck is that?
What? That was the feds.
You
Doing it with
you sound like a frog.
you. Ribbit.
Taker, if you don't get your big dumb ass out here, I'm gonna come back there and kick it myself.
And Taker doesn't come back out there, Chad. So Austin goes back there, and we follow him to the locker room, and he enters. He's just looking around. Where the hell's Taker? And he's looking around. He's got the cruiserweights. He gets in the middle of Caprice Coleman, Jack Evans, Chris Sabin. He's like, where the hell is Taker? I don't know what stuns Chris Sabin. Where the fuck is he? He goes and he finds the locker room that says Taker. He goes in it. And he's looking around, and he's standing in the mirror. Where the fuck are you, Taker? And then Taker appears behind him, and they start brawling in the locker room, Chad. Boom, 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 boom. And Taker throws Austin into the mirror. And it breaks like his theme music. Oh, no. And he's bleeding all over. I'll see you at WrestleMania, Austin. And leaves.
Oh, wow.
We move on, Chad. Our opening match of the night, La Resistance, LA Resistance. Savant Grenier and Rob Conway, they defeat PG-13 in 12:47 when Savant Grenier defeats Wolfie D with a Quebec cutter.
Ooh.
They're done showing you around French. They're back, Chad. We move on backstage, and PJ Black is in shambles.
He's in just shambles.
He is. He's hurting, but he had 3 days off to recover instead of just straight pay-per-view and then Raw right after and then getting beat up at Raw. And then Jeff Jarrett comes in. He's like, PJ, I defeated Paul White at No Way Out, the biggest athlete in the professional wrestling business. And now, WrestleMania, the showcase of the immortals, the granddaddy of them all. And there's a match that I invented, that I titled my boys back on Raw about, the King of the Mountain match. And I think it's only fitting that I automatically qualify for the King of the Mountain match. I'm the inventor. I'm the OG ladder match E. You know, I'm Jeff Jarrett. PJ's like, but Jeff, no, I don't want to tonight. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to. Get the fuck out of me. You're gonna have a match tonight. Qualifying. Fucking. If you guys see Masawa out there, don't let him in here. Let me know. I don't want to see him anymore. What are you talking about, PJ Black? I got to qualify for the match I invented. I'll fire you right now if you backtalk me one more time. I don't care. And then he has that match. Because I forgot to say, just go to the ring. It'll be next. And then he beats Kid Cash to qualify.
Oh, look at that.
That's his first time beating Kid Cash.
Nice.
That makes him tap out in the figure 4 leg lock. Jeff Jarrett is looking like a odds-on favorite so far, not only because he's the first guy to qualify for the match, therefore being the favorite.
But it's his match.
It's his match.
Yeah.
Last year, Chad, who won it last year?
Rikishi won it.
There you go. Nice nice callback, Chad. Yeah. We move on. Goldberg has arrived.
Goldberg is here.
Friday night SmackDown, and he gets out of his car and he looks at a garage worker. And he's like, "Where is he?" I don't know what you're talking about. You know exact. Where is Steiner?
Oh, they're syndicate friends. What could possibly go wrong?
Jamie Noble is on his way to the ring. He's taking on Laparca up next, Jen.
Nice.
And in a match...
2 former WCW guys.
I think everyone on this show has been a WCW guy.
So that's PJ Black.
Hey, you're getting a lot of WWF guys over there too. I wouldn't. Okay, we're the tides have shifted. We're both melting pots of each other now. Jamie Noble defeats Liv Parker and guillotine choke in 14:51. Pre-show workers, cool. That's great. Noble's still not recognizable in this game, even though he's my light heavyweight champion. And he grabs a microphone afterward. And he says, I'm Jamie Noble. I might be the leader, the face of the cruiserweight division, the light heavyweight division, the division that's a high flying, fast paced. But no, I'm Jamie Noble. I'm a mat technician. I am the ring general, and I will beat every one of these little high-flying guys. So if anyone who wants to come back there, I'm tired of facing him, though. I'll beat all of them. We know that. But I'm tired of facing him. Anyone backstage who wants to fight me, that can go with me, that's not jumping around all over the place, come here. And guess who comes out, Chad?
Who?
Next segment comes out. Shannon Moore.
Shannon Moore.
Shannon Moore's here. Former WCW World Heavyweight Champion. I heard you were looking for someone that can have a Mac Classic with you. And that's me, Shannon Moore. I beat Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels in the same damn night. I'm Shannon Moore. I'm one of the greatest.
I'm a teen idol.
I'm a teen idol. I'm very good. Jamie Noble, you're on. Oh, Shannon Moore's here, Chad.
Yeah, that's a big pickup.
That's a big...
That's a surprise. What are you talking about, Ed? No surprises.
Yeah, because if I tell you there's going to be a surprise, you're going to wait for it, you jerk off. Cornette and Masawa are here, and Cornette says, Look, PJ Black, you dumb motherfucker. We've done enough. We've done enough to hurt you. You know where our feelings are. I'll see you at WrestleMania, but my client Masawa, the final boss of professional wrestling, he needs to get some of this ring rust off. So how about you go find someone, PJ Black? I know you're listening. Me and Masawa are going to get to the ring, and how about you throw someone out there to fight Masawa? And you better keep your eyes glued to that television, because that's exactly what's going to happen to you at WrestleMania, what Masawa does to whoever you pick out. Chad, who's he going to pick out?
That's an interesting one. I don't know.
He takes on Octagon.
Oh, handpicked.
Handpicked Octagon. He gets 71. Also an 86. Masawa hits him with the Tiger Driver, though. What happened was PJ Black looked out his hallway, and that was the first guy he saw.
Oh.
He's too afraid to go out there right now. PJ Black, scared for his life.
Scared for his life.
He goes because he now knows Goldberg is here, too, and Goldberg speared him on Monday Night Raw. We go backstage. Steiner, a little bit freaking out right now.
All right, they're friends.
No, he's not freaking out. They don't even know he's here, to be honest with you. They
They're
weren't
looking at pictures of China.
Yeah, they're looking at China. He's actually on the phone with her right now. Are you all right?
I don't want to say it. Fine. I love you.
And Booker's like, hey, look, Scott, Arn's gonna follow me tonight to the ring. Hennig and DDP got a match up next. You're good to watch the club? Scott's like, yeah, I don't fucking care. I'm talking to my woman. All right. Rick's not here tonight. He's at home. I guess he gave birth to a baby girl named Charlotte.
Gave birth?
Woo! He's got a baby girl, Charlotte, on the way or something. I don't know if that's the right 2002. That doesn't seem right.
Doesn't seem right.
Charlotte's sick, and he had to go home. Yeah. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
So Booker, Arn, DDP, and Kurt Hennig leave the club.
Okay.
We move on. Kurt Hennig and DDP take on Faces of Fear, and they don't work well as a team. That sucks. This is our co-main.
Oh, no.
This is a bad SmackDown. When DDP beats Meng with a diamond cutter. A big win. No. A big win right there for DDP and Kurt Hennig.
Is this going to be our last time seeing them team together?
John Cena's here, though, Chad, to save the day.
Yes.
And he's asked, what's his next plan for the United States Championship? He says, I don't have a challenger right now. There's no one backstage. PJ Black hasn't given me a program yet. Don't reveal the back wall. Reveal. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but
me neither.
But I can't wait to defend this United States Championship in front of everyone in Miami, Florida, at the Sun Life Stadium, WrestleMania 18. It's gonna be hell, or it's gonna be great. Not gonna be hell. Why would it be hell?
It's gonna be hell.
And I can't wait to see all the John Cena-holics out there.
All my C Nation.
Oh, I can't wait to see the C Nation at Sun Life Stadium. All right, we move on to our main event match, Chad,
Chain Gang,
which is now a qualifying match for the King of the Mountain. It'll be Booker T taking on Mick Foley.
Oh.
And they have great chemistry. Wow, what a save.
What a save.
Wow. Mick Foley defeats Booker T in 1644 with a pile driver. Arn Anderson can't help Booker T get it done. And Mick Foley will also qualify for the King of the Mountain match with Jeff Jarrett, Chad. That's two big guys right there.
That's huge.
Is Mick Foley now the odds-on favorite?
I would say so.
He got 100 in this match, by the way.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Remember when I fired him?
Yes.
This match also happened in April 1999 at Backlash.
Oh. What did it get?
Fun fact. It got an 83.
Oh, nice.
Booker T got a 71. Mick Foley got a 92. So, we move on after that. Goldberg's still talking. Scott Steiner's still talking on the phone. China, where are you? Where'd you go? because the phone line, where'd you go? Where'd you go? And he turns around, and Goldberg is right there. Hey, Scott, you miss me? And that's how we end SmackDown.
Oh, interesting. I like that ending.
That is how we end SmackDown. A 90. Oh my God, we did better. Who fucking cares about his shitty co-main, Chad? Who cares? Who cares? Well, we had, what, 3 blue matches. It's not like it was a bad SmackDown.
All right.
When my opening mid-card match can get an 89,
True.
pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Chad, we'll see for WCW Thunder. Is there going to be a surprise?
Probably not.
Okay.
And, Justin, we are here with Thunder. We are still in Canada. You know, as we do Rising Sun, we're going to tour some other countries that we don't usually run, right?
Yeah,
Even though we just ran Starrcade in Canada, we don't go there that often, so.
Yeah, you did just run it in Canada, didn't you?
We did, but that's okay. We're back again. Yeah. So, with some Thunder. Justin, are you ready for Thunder?
Yeah.
Cool. We're just going to jump right into it. So, we start off with our pre-show tag team match, Justin. This was on the main card, but I had to book it to the pre-show for time. But look at Justin. The Primo and Epico, or whatever the fuck you called them. The Harris brothers are here.
You mean what the fuck did I
And in a
call
pre-show bout, the Decent Wrestler, but not much heat, Don Harris and Ron Harris defeat Rick Steiner and Bam Bam Bigelow when Don Harris pinned Rick Steiner with a big boot.
Hell yeah.
And we start off, oh man, I booked this on a microphone for 6 minutes and I got a 72. That's not good.
Go to Dirt Sheet. Awful gimmick.
Oh, that must be it.
Oh, no.
That ain't good.
Handle changes.
Handle changes. There we go.
Change gimmick. You got an initial rating of poor.
Cool.
That's not a great start.
It's not a great start for The Rock, but regardless, we're here. The Rock says, finally, The Rock has come to WCW. I know a lot of people are asking, Rock, why did you leave your other place to come here? Well, listen, it's very simple. The Rock came to WCW because The Rock has conquered every mountain in professional wrestling, but The Rock hasn't done it here. And the thought of The Rock doing something new and exciting and interesting challenged The Rock. And The Rock needs to be challenged because The Rock hasn't really felt challenged in a long time. So The Rock came here to WCW. And The Rock and the millions of The Rock's fans are here in WCW to watch The Rock win that WCW Universal Tournament, win The Rock's first World Championship, and then The Rock is going to show everyone why The Rock isn't just the Universal Champion, why The Rock isn't just a World Champion, why The Rock is the People's Champion. The Rock is here, and I know what some of you are thinking, but it doesn't matter what you think because The Rock is here. The Rock is here to stay, and The Rock is going to put WCW back on the map, and The Rock is going to show why The Rock is the best and the greatest, the chosen one. The Rock is the best professional wrestler in the world today, and The Rock is here to stay. And everyone goes nuts because The Rock, Justin, is here, and he addresses the fans in Canada and for Thunder. Woo!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we start off our opening tag team match, Payback versus the world's greatest tag team. I don't know about that, Decent Wrestling, but not Decent Crowd Heat. The world's greatest tag team defeated Payback when Charlie Haas submitted Tyson Duch with the House of Pain.
Tyson Duch.
And we have here another opening promo. Billy Kidman announces...
This is not an opening promo.
Another promo, sorry. Billy Kidman announces the participants on the Thunder side of the Tournament of Champions. We've got Owen Hart, for a world champion at another company, but a tag team champion here, former global champion. We got Juventud Guerrera, former Universal champion, former Cruiserweight champion, current Cruiserweight tag team champion. We got Ken Shamrock, former Universal champion. We got Kanyon, one of the best United States champions in this company's history. We've got the icon Sting, multiple time world champion. You know, he's an icon. And he's in this Tournament of Champions. We've got former television champion, former U.S. champion, Steven Regal. He's here. He came up just a little short against Minoru Suzuki at the pay-per-view, and now he's looking to win the tournament and become Universal Champion. But he's going to have to go through our The man who lost to the turncoat Goldberg after he cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase, Minoru Suzuki, former Universal Champion. He is here, and he is going to compete on the Thunder side of the bracket. And then the last man to round out the tournament, the reigning, defending United States Champion, Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit has been on a run. He's beaten many people. Everyone thinks he is the odds-on favorite to win this tournament, at least.
He should be.
So will he?
Sorry, he should be.
And listen, I mean, I don't blame you. He's on a run. He's on a roll. Will he win the tournament? We will all find out because these men are all in qualifying matches tonight. And we will also announce, we don't have enough people to fit on the screen, but we are also announcing, Justin, the participants in the Cruiserweight Classic side of the bracket. Because I ran out of time. But that's okay, because Billy Kidman, he says, in the Cruiserweight Classic side of the bracket, we will have another former Universal Champion. We will have Rey Mysterio. We'll have AJ Styles. We'll have the reigning defending Cruiserweight Champion, Lodi. Oh, sorry. My apologies. Juventud is not the Cruiserweight Tag Team Champion. He's a World Tag Team Champion.
Yeah.
But we will have one half of the Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions, Jeff Hardy, competing in the Cruiserweight Classic. We will also have Taka Michinoku, the man who was the runner-up of the Cruiserweight Classic last year.
Yeah.
We will also have Shane Helms and Chris Candido, and our final member of the Cruiserweight Classic bracket. Billy Kidman looks around and he says, "Me!"
Oh, thank God.
Billy Kidman is in the Cruiserweight Classic bracket.
Good.
Everyone pops just in this, and we'll have a lot of qualifying matches tonight for both sides of the bracket.
Oh, yeah.
So should be a good show. And we start off with our first tournament matchup, Owen Hart versus Canyon. And in a good match, Canyon defeated Owen Hart in 16:02 by pinfall. During that match, Owen Hart was about to win, but then Raven's music hit. And Raven, of course, was taken out by Owen Hart at the pay-per-view. So Owen turns around, the Raven's music hits, and Canyon was able to capitalize. Canyon advances to the tournament.
Yeah, there you go. I wonder what's going on. Owen Hart getting a 75 with pretty good chemistry.
He's got a lot of morale issues. He's not happy. A little behind the curtain. He's mad backstage. So
that's fucking him over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that
probably didn't help.
And I don't feel like giving him lots of money to make him happy.
You can't.
So,
It's not like you can't feel like it, because you would if you could.
Yeah.
You can't afford to.
Our other Cruiserweight, our first match of the Cruiserweight Classic bracket, Rey Mysterio versus Jeff Hardy, and about that good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Rey Mysterio Jr. defeated Jeff Hardy with a springboard hurricanrana.
There you go.
And our other match, Justin, we've got Minoru Suzuki versus Ken Shamrock, and about that superb wrestling and good heat, Minoru Suzuki defeated Ken Shamrock in 16:18 by submission.
A 93. There you go.
On 93.
What's this doing here?
Well, it's because we got a main event that I think is going to do even better.
What's the main event?
You'll have to see.
Okay.
We've got another qualifying match. A lot of just straight matches on Thunder tonight.
Yeah, the storyline's off the window for a little bit.
But the whole storylines are this tournament. So
yeah, that's what I said about King of the Ring, and people still didn't like that.
yeah, well, I don't care.
I don't either.
So we got Sting versus Steven Regal in a superb match. Steven Regal defeats Sting with a Regal stretch.
There you go. There you go, Chen.
Yes. After the match, Steven Regal, he says,
I still rock on Thunder.
why was Goldberg on both shows?
Oh, I just had a debut.
Yeah, well, Rock's
going to be in the Nitro part of the show. He should be on Nitro.
Listen, you're going to tell the People's Champ what to do? No. Steven Regal says, Rock, may I be the first person to welcome you to Thunder. May I be the first person to welcome you to WCW. And Rock, listen, I've been a fan of yours for many years. You're very good in that ring, and on that microphone, you are seemingly untouchable. But Rock, you decided to enter a tournament that I am also trying to win. And listen, I hope you win the Nitro side of that tournament, and I hope you are in that four-way match, because I assure you, Rock, I will be there as well. All right, Rock, and listen, I will win because I came this close. I was a Taka Michinoku interference away from being Universal Champion, and I would not have let Goldberg cash in on me. I would have beaten him and embarrassed him on his way to WWF, and I would be the Universal Champion right now, and we wouldn't be having this tournament. But listen, I'm going to fight and claw and do whatever I can to get back into that match. And Rock, may I tell you, I will win that tournament. And if you're in my way, Rock, I will defeat you, and it doesn't matter what you think. Because what I think, no, what I know, is I will be the next Universal Champion. But doesn't that leads us to our main event? Chris Benoit versus Juventud Guerrera. And about the head, great wrestling and good heat. Chris Benoit defeated Juventud Guerrera with a dragon suplex.
You thought that was going to be better?
I did think it was going to be better, but I was wrong.
You got to do your research.
I did think it was going to do better. But regardless, 87 Thunder. So, not a bad. We got a blue number. So,
Worst show of the week.
yeah, what else is new? So,
that's fair.
yeah. So, but regardless, that was Thunder. We have set the groundwork for this tournament and for the Rising Sun Universal Championship match, Justin.
Yeah. I'm very excited to see who's in the Japan portion.
Yes. Well, they're having their own little tournament, so
You don't know?
we will see who they bring out. We'll see who they
You don't know who's in the bracket?
We might have some matches in that bracket. We might. Who knows? But I am excited to see who they throw at us.
Jed not knowing who's in the bracket.
Oh, it's their bracket. It's their tournament. They do whatever they want.
All right. Well, that was a quick and easy Thunder there.
A lot of matches.
Yeah, no story here. No substance.
Well, the story. Listen. This is just the first week. We got a long week to go.
This is the end of the week, actually.
We got a long month. That's what I mean to say. And who knows? Maybe these tournament matches will build into stories.
Hopefully.
So they will. I've got it booked. So
I know they will.
So we will see. But regardless, Justin.
Another one for the good guys.
For now, this is the sign of things to come.
Since week 1, 2001.
Listen, we have you right where we want you.